All right, let's go ahead and get into it now, okay? Yeah, no, Prussian Prince, man, he's part of the Freshly Chosen tournament. As you can see there, he is part of Team Spicy Dragon Princes along with Sadao. So you can see Spicy Dragon Princes already has a player who's made it to the final stage. We got Sadao there. Spicy Dragon Prince is obviously being coached by Falcon, so Falcon, time to see if Prussian Prince can make it as well. And then the other player who got through is from Swedish Meatballs, the Everchosen coach there, Hjalle Nali. His teammate is going to be Kafka. So Pacta and Sadao, Spicy Dragon Princess, and Swedish Meatballs moving forward so far. The ladies' men, unfortunately, going to see Geraldo and Amber from Team Aerotastic going to get knocked out in the group stage. So let's see what happens. I was insanely hyped to be the one who's going to reintroducing Total War Warhammer to Prussian Prince. Yeah, right. It's an honor, man. I mean, I'm so glad to have Prussian Prince around here. He's a great player. Next, we need to get Prince of Macedon, all those old school streamers into it. All right, but I digress. Let me go ahead, update. All right, let's throw you back over here, my buddy. And then for Chaos, it was that faction that I need to pull back. Okay, so just one moment. It turns out casting replays is actually a long time too. But yeah, these games have been awesome, man. I'm super excited. All right, so hey, Prussian Prince, we're about to watch you. Hope you have your family and friends watching. Bring honor to your family. So for this first match, and also before I get too far ahead of myself, let me make sure I remember the factions here. So Prussian Prince going to be bringing, well, he's going to be our blue player first of all. Okay, and then our red player is going to be Croisantaubert. I think I spelled that right. Sweet. So, now Prussian Prince's factions, as I just said, High Elves, Dark Elves, Bretonia. Everybody on that is the ladies' men having Bretonia in their picks. Cracks me up. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. I can't click anything for the life of me right now. Elves, Dark Elves, Bretonia. And then for our red player, Croisantaubert, he is going to be bringing Dark Elves, High Elves, and Bretonia as well. Wow. Okay. These guys. The only difference is the order they put their factions in. So look at that. We got two players choosing the exact same factions. How funny is that? All right. Now, for this first battle, it's going to be Bretonia versus Dark Elves. So let's update these banners and then we will get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. This time we'll have the lady up front for the Bretonians. And for the Dark Elves, let's go ahead and use, which one haven't we used? Yeah, I guess we can do the Marathi altar here. So let's go ahead and watch this replay now that we got everything set up and going into the battle camera. New chill fate of Zontar to Prussian Prince. He is almost converted. Hey, PP, you see that? I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it went, Cyphos. All right, so going into slow-mo really quick here. Let's start with the Bretonian forces here, brought by Prussian Prince. Now, he's going to have 3 peasant mob up front, 3 men-at-arms, and 2 spear men-at-arms. He's going to have a backline consisting of 3 peasant bowmen. We are then going to see questing knights, what appears to be 3 questing knights, one of them being the RR Companions of Corel, and then we're going to see a unit of Grell Knights for that anti-large support. Now, other than this, we do see the Holy Wardens of Lama Santal being the ROR, sorry, Warrior Monks or battle pilgrims, who have lightsabers. And then we are going to see a Damsel of Life hidden here in the forest on top of her steed with Regrowth Earthblood and Life Bloom. And then we have King Lewin Leoncoeur atop his, Griffin Beoquis. He is going to be using the Sword of Corone, the Lion Shield, Foe Seeker, Stand Your Ground, Beloved Son of Bretonia, the Ladies Champion. Now, that rounds out our Bretonian forces. What have the Dark Elves brought for us? We're going to see 3 units of Dread Spears, 1 unit of Bleak Swords, 1 unit of Blackheart Corsairs. We got some Cold One Chariots over here on the right flank, and then 3 units of Cold One Knights, 1 unit of Slaaneshi Harvesters, ROR Doomfire Warlocks with Soul Stealer and Word of Pain. And then we are going to be looking at, up in the air, Malekith. Now, Malekith is going to be on top of his Black Dragon Seraphim, and he's going to have Soul Stealer, as well as the Gaze of Malice, Word of Pain, and that is it. So Word of Pain being brought by Malekith. Interesting, and I just need to refresh my memory on what exactly Word of Pain does. I know it's a debuff, so minus 44 melee attack. That's pretty significant, and minus 60% accuracy, although I'm sure this Dark Elf build is probably going more for the debuff to the melee attack than accuracy. Still not Corel Quinei. Yeah, the same faction is pretty fun. I don't... Yeah, BRET getting picked by both, man. Croisantaubert. I'll try to fix my pronunciation at some other point. Alright, companions. I'm just going to call them the companions over here. Getting Soul Stealered, and the Cold One Knights are diving in on top of them. And now we have the Slaaneshi Harvesters diving in here. And they're going to be doing a lot of work. However, Lewin diving in as well. Going to be doing his best to help out. Word of Pain getting cast. Stand Your Ground from Lewin. All sorts of buffs and debuffs going down over here. And man, this battle is off to just a rip-roaring start. Going to see these Dread Spears getting dealt with by a lot of the Questing Knights, and that Breath, unfortunately, not going to do the most damage there. Still doing some damage, but not the most because the Questing Knights got so split apart. Over here, a lot of Cold One Knights getting grouped up on top of a single use a peasant mob. It looks like they are getting pulled over here to help dish out damage to the Questing Knights, and they're doing so quite well. Malekith coming over here. Big Earthblood going down on top of the Questing Knights, as well as Lewin. And we will see what happens. It looks like there goes a Soul Stealer, but the Soul Stealer is going to be well handled by the Bretonian player here. Only going to catch 2 units. One of them being Lewin, who has regeneration, so fortunately not going to catch all of them. But actually, I lied. Looks like there's a couple of the companions that were stuck in that Soul Stealer as well, so they're going to take some serious damage. But looking across the battlefield, oh my god, the Bretonians just seem like they are doing some really good work here. Gaze of Malice going down, going to dish out some good damage to these Holy Wardens, but, you know, aside from their infantry getting pulverized and the companions taking quite a lot of damage, it does seem like the Bretonians are coming out on top of these engagements. Why do I say this? Because they have 3 peasant bowmen that are just firing away, killing a lot of the frontline Dark Elf infantry. And then in the back line, it just seems to me that a lot of damage has been done to the Dark Elf Cav, the Cold One Knights, and so forth. However, oh man, and now Malekith too. Malekith just getting stuck on the ground. I don't think he's going to be able to take off here. Oh, a nice charge to get him a little bit of breathing room. But yeah, Lewin and the Questing Knights are surrounding him, and Malekith is going to go down for the count right here, folks. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious me, oh my. Can Malekith survive this? Is he going to get another Soul Stealer? Nope. Lewin, even the Damsel is going after him now. Repeater crossbows coming over here, throwing in fire to try and support the Cold Ones in their combat, but the balance of power, I think, right now is just almost insurmountable at this point for the Dark Elves. If he gets a crazy Soul Stealer and, you know, these repeater crossbows continue just to fire in uninterrupted, maybe, just maybe, they can bring it back. But I think at this point, the writing is on the wall, and the Bretonians are going to be winning this battle in a fairly convincing victory. And there goes the concession. And that's going to be a Pyrrhic victory for Prussian Prince's Bretonnians. So, very well played to him. Yeah, I think he just knew the wind conditions there, and I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about that fight. I think it was just I don't think it was lost in the drawing board. I think these guys definitely had a chance. You know, he had the Blackheart Corsairs and Bleak Swords to deal with a lot of the chaff infantry, the Dread Spears to help meet shield against the cavalry engagements. But I just don't think everything came together well enough for him to, you know, take the victory home. He dished out a lot of damage to some of these questing knights, but in the end it just wasn't enough. And, you know, I think getting Malekith down on the ground is what lost him the game in the end. It's just Malekith getting stuck on the ground with Lewin and all those questing knights. Hard thing to overcome, let alone survive.